Welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. Myself, Professor Komal Kamra. I'm going to give you a brief gist about the topic leadership. I'm going to cover this topic under first year BMS, semester 2, subject Principles of Management, module 4, as well as this topic is being given in TYBMS, subject Indian Ethos in Management, module 4. So here we go. Leadership. Leadership is one of the most important functions of management. It involves leading, directing, influencing, motivating the employees to perform the desired tasks. As we all are aware, whom we call as the management guru, the great Peter Drucker. As per Peter Drucker, leadership is shifting of own vision to higher sides, the raising of man's performance to higher standards, the building of man's personality beyond its normal limitations. Peter Drucker has well defined leadership to a particular skill, a talent in which we motivate others and make them work and achieve the desired goals. Now, let us try to understand who is a leader. The leader is the one who leads or guides, the one who is in charge or in command of others, the one who heads a political party or an organization, the one who has influence or power, especially of a political nature. A leader must possess certain characteristics. What he possesses, let's see. First is empathy. Empathy refers to understanding others' minds. He must be able to understand people, their thinking, their minds. Consistency. He must move on the continuous flow. He should never stop. Honesty. He must possess the trait of being honest. He has to put his honest efforts and make his fellow men also follow honesty. Direction. He himself must be clear at his direction so that he can direct his fellow men properly. Communication. It has been observed, those who possess qualitative or good communication skills can become good leaders. So, it is one of the most essential characteristics of a leadership to have good communication skills. Next is, he must get support from all. Until this leader is being supported by his fellow men, his team, he cannot prove himself to be a good leader. Another characteristic is he must assume obligation. A leader, along with leading his fellow men, he must take charge of certain responsibilities. He must feel that he has got some obligations to complete tasks and get the task completed by his team. Now, let us try to understand the minute or the finest lines of differences which are observed among managers and leaders. What manager is? He oversees the current process well. It's very important and very routine duty of a manager to take current affairs and day-to-day activities. Whereas a leader, he wants to create the future. He is the one who molds his fellow men to get a good, bright future. Another quality in a manager is he must achieve balance. He has to maintain a balance between top-level management and his subordinates. Leader, he needs to make change. A leader is called as an innovative leader when he brings in new changes. He converts people. A manager, he thinks execution. He is being given tasks, he simply executes. Leader, he thinks ideal. He tries to make himself being an ideal for his fellow men. Another thing in manager is comfortable with control. Manager is always observed to control things, whereas a leader, he is always ready to welcome variety of risks. A manager is observed to see and solve problems and solve them as soon as he can. Whereas a leader, he sees the problems as opportunities for himself to grow, to develop. A manager, it is a manager who follows a procedure like a king. He simply follows what he is asked to. Whereas a leader, he tries to become a king, to create himself as a king and make others feel like following him. Next point in manager is he instructs as to a technique and a process. He knows certain techniques, certain processes, and he transforms or translates all those processes to his teams. Whereas a leader, he proves himself to be the best example, a best teacher for his team. Impersonal, it is observed that manager's role or connectivity or relationship with people is impersonal and he can control them from a remote place. That means he need not to be in close contact with his fellow men. Whereas a leader, he has to possess high emotional intelligence and be in close contact with his fellow men. Now, why leadership is important? Leadership is important because he initiates action. He himself performs and attracts others as well. Motivation. Leader is treated to be the best motivator and an ideal for his team. Providing guidance. Leadership is important because he provides time to time guidance, stepwise guidance. Creating confidence. Leader is the one who never allows his fellow men to lose their confidence. He boosts morale, motivation and confidence amongst his employees. Coordination. A leader is the one who brings coordination among all the activities, among all the colleagues or subordinates or fellow men in their goal achievement. Effective planning. A leader is the one who does planning effectively. A leader is very important. His leadership is important because he inspires them, he motivates them, he stimulates them and convinces them to achieve the targets in time. Now let us see certain roles played by a leader. A leader's role is always to ensure his or her team to achieve their tasks in hand. But an effective leader will also ensure they meet more subtle requirements like strong focus, integrity, good engagement with others, looking at the bigger picture, resourcefulness, organizational clout, effective communication. Another thing is managerial leadership influences the organization in various ways. A good leadership definitely gives certain results to organization. Like leading affects morale. Whatever he leads, he generates morale. His subordinates feel satisfied. Their minds are satisfied. They are working with a happy state of mind. Leading is key to effective communication. Good leader can create good communication environment. Leading effectively contributes more to the bottom line. A leader can motivate, convince and make people work at the bottom line. Those who are not skilled, not trained, without any direction, he gives them a direction, a task. This is all from my side. Thank you very much.